This is the worm composting bin at Bluebird Gardens.
There's our brand new worm composter in the greenhouse.
We just started it this spring, and we add all of our food scraps to the bin to feed the worms and create compost.
This is the worm composting bin that I brought from home. So it's been going for quite a while. I just added some fresh food for the worms. There's a layer of bedding on top, some leaves and newspaper and paper bags. And we took some of the worms out of here this morning and put them in the new composting bin. So that is in the greenhouse, and it is right next to our brand new worm composter. And this one we just ordered online. And it tells you right here what you can feed them. We have some moist newspapers on top to protect them. Then we have some drier, shredded brown material like leaves or newspaper. You can use junk mail. And then below that we have the layer of some food. You can see them eating the food right now. And below that we have a layer of bedding that we prepared, and that is moist newspaper, some pumice, some core that they sent with the worm composter. And below that we have some newspaper. And that brown stuff you see, that's the core that they sent. They like it moist, but it can't be too wet. But this is a great way to make use of your lawn clippings or your junk mail or your newspapers. Or you can also put Kleenex in here and paper towels or cardboard, moist ground up cardboard. And then when you're done, you get this rich compost, and you also get compost tea. There'll be juice that comes out of here, and we can use that to water plants. There's a worm right there. They're red wigglers. Here's a red wiggler. That's kind of a baby. It's a medium size. They get bigger. And the worms, I put this lid on. There's holes drilled into the top for ventilation. And there's also holes drilled in the side as well. You drill holes along the side and holes in the top, and then you put it inside another identical Tupperware, and that is what catches the moisture on the bottom. This is the compost that we're using right now for our plants, and this is Purple Cow compost. So this is very similar to what we're going to get from our own worms. This is the Purple Cow compost that we use right now. We order it in bulk and use this in our greenhouses, in our high tunnels, and also outside in some of the fields. Here are our bigger bags of compost. We get them in these huge totes, and you can see the wonderful compost in here. So we use that when we're planting. We planted the raspberry bushes in these. We use this a lot in the high tunnels. We put at least a good handful like this in with each plant, like tomatoes and kohlrabi and cucumbers.
Freeform composting is a great way to reduce our garbage, and it's
Also a way to turn our leftover vegetable scraps from Bluebird Gardens into delicious, nutrient-rich compost growing medium for our plants.